the the
showed you free alternatives. Grok is absolutely free. Leonardo.ai, right? This is also one. And I told you one more advantage of Grok is where you should use Grok when you have a privacy concern. Right? I mean, use ethically these models to generate image. But let's say, right, I want to draw an image, right? I'll show you practical example that no other tool can do that. Draw image of Narendra Modi fighting with Donald Trump, right? Trump inside a cage on US tariffs, right? There is a lot of US tariffs going on, right? If you are following the news, right? A lot of tariff war are going on. So I'm writing, right? The purpose here is I'm writing something on that context on my blog or on my website or on my LinkedIn. I want a quirky poster for that. There is something worse, right? Fighting with Donald Trump inside a cage fight on US tariffs imposed on India. Right, something like that. So I'm writing my article. I want a very good poster. This is what Grok can do. No other tool will do because of privacy concern. They cannot impersonate someone, their personality, right? If you go to ChatGPT, Gemini, they will deny your request that is against my rules or that part, right? That is blocked. But here I can still generate the original images and so on. Right, so that's where the best position, and I can use it for ethically, right? That's what I always promote. Use AI ethically. Don't use it for malpractices. And this is an ethical use, right? I want to describe my thoughts, and I'm using this image into my blog post, right? Because there is nothing wrong in that image. Perfect, right? So now this is done. Next part is I want to have a quick video generated, and I'll use the Sora for that, which is again from the OpenAI itself. The only challenge is Sora comes with my $20 subscription. It doesn't come with the free plan, right? So I can click on Sora, I can come to this screen, and I have a lot of images and videos section here, right? So you can see a lot of people, what other people are creating, and I can get a lot of great insights out of this also, right? So like this, please like if you think that I'm cute, right? So someone has given this prompt, right? I can see what the prompt has been given, and okay, the person has hided that prompt, but yeah, let me see this one. If it is open, yeah. A raccoon web designer, right? So three words, and I got this as an output. So I can generate the videos in my Sora model. So I'll just describe a futuristic sci-fi themed hackathon setup where people working multiple people, I would rather say, right? Where multiple people working in hackathon environment, right? Having multiple screens and brainstorming together. Use AI theme as right. Use AI theme, that is fine, right? Use AI theme with some advanced robots, right? Because I want a quick video out of this from for this entire thing, right, to be rolled out, a 10 seconds video and all, so that I can share it, right? I can select the resolution, but let me select 720, which is good. 10 seconds is fine. I can have a max 20, and it will take some time to generate, but yeah, let me give this as an instruction, right? So now it will be added to queue. It will take some time to get it done, right? All of that, and finally I'll come once it is ready, right? So it is in a queued state. Let me come back, but the positioning here is that what I have told is, if I want a very quick images and video, AI again can help me, right? That's where the whole objective is, right? I think I have not talked about that, but now if you think, because we have already done half of the session, right? More than half of the session. If you now can think it of why AI got introduced into our lives, right? The one objective of AI, you'll get the answer that it will help us save time, right? That's the one objective. I'm not going to cost any other factor. Let keep all the other factor as constant, right? Because cost has a very, you can say, costing I can calculate by getting a cost of the tool, a lot of human capital comparison, and that's a quite complex stuff. But if I can calculate how much time I can save, that is the definite answer that yes, I can compare that. Right? Earlier, I used to take 20 minutes, 30 minutes for a poster. Now I can quickly generate. All the tasks that you are doing will help you save time. That's the positioning of AI and increase your productivity. Great, right? So meanwhile, the video is happening. How is it going so far? Because now the next we have is the tool section, and I think Funny, do you want to have a quick check or anything to share? Yeah, no, I think we have spent 2 hours in this session already. I'm loving how this is going. By the way, right. Love the responses that are coming in on the chat. Wonderful. Divij, do you want to give a 5-minute break or should we continue? Yeah, I think we can give a quick 5 minutes break. Perfect. So, folks, we are almost done with 2 hours of the session. It's important for us to, get up from our seats and grab a quick refresher. So, what I'll do is I'll quickly put a 5-minute timer on the screen, and you can all feel free to get up from your seats, go grab some water or some coffee, whatever it is that is going to help you get refreshed, and come back in just 5 minutes. And people who are in the call, right after we complete the 5 minutes, we are going to jump into the section where you're going to be learning a lot of AI tools. Now, those of you who are active on LinkedIn, we have actually gone ahead and built an AI tool that can help all of you go ahead and announce on LinkedIn that you're participating in the AI Mastermind and spending 16 hours this weekend learning generative AI. Now, only and only if you're active on LinkedIn, you can go ahead and do that during the break, which is if I show this particular tool to all of you, and tomorrow we will be teaching all of you how you can go ahead and build amazing tools like this, right? I will shortly go ahead and share the link of this tool, but it's very simple for all of you to use. If you want to go ahead and put out the word on LinkedIn so that your connections on LinkedIn get to know that you're learning AI, you could open this tool up. It asks you for an image. You click on this, right? You pull up any image from your device of yourself, and I will tell you why it is asking for an image as well. So I go ahead and put in my image. I'm going to go ahead and enter my email, my name over here, my job role, which is I am an AI strategist at Outskill. And what am I most excited about? Most excited about the fact that we have people in the mastermind from all across the globe, right? And I can go ahead and hit on generate LinkedIn post. And when I do that, this tool automatically starts writing a LinkedIn post for me. And for each of you, the LinkedIn post is going to be different. That's the beauty of AI models running in the backend. We're going to be teaching you tomorrow on how you can go ahead and build crazy tools like this. But I will go ahead and share this link with all of you. Those of you who want to go ahead and make a post during the short break that we are taking, you can go ahead and in the next 3 minutes, you can go ahead and make a post like this, right? So copy this entire post once it's generated. You will have a creative like this that will come out because of the picture that you have uploaded right here. You can go ahead, download this image, copy the text, go to your LinkedIn profile, click on start a post, drag this picture here, and once you drag it in, you can go ahead and paste the entire text as it is. All that it says is that these 16 hours are being dedicated by you to learn AI. And a lot of people who have done this in the past have been able to get a lot of requests from their professional networks itself. Of course, this also helps in putting the word out about Outskill. So if you are somebody who is active on LinkedIn, you can go ahead and absolutely do that. But we have about 2 more minutes in the break. I'll play a song for all of you as these 2 minutes go by. आगे से काम करता है और गया पतियों से केस में कैसे फिट होता है इसका ये मतलब है कि आप आउटस्किल के मास्टरमाइंड में सबको बहुत बड़ाई दूं, बड़ाई हो, बड़ाई हो, बड़ाई हो, बड़ाई हो, बड़ाई हो। और मैं ये छोटी सी ब्रेक चाहता हूँ, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप सब थोड़ा रिलैक्स करें, एक घूंट पानी ले, क्योंकि आगे हमारे तमाम यूज केसेस देखने वाले हैं। और मैं आप सबको वापस यहीं पर देखना चाहता हूँ अगले 5 मिनट में। मैं सबको यहाँ 5 मिनट में वापस देखना चाहता हूँ, इसलिए मेरी ये छोटी सी ब्रेक के लिए भाई और बहनों, मैं छोटी सी तारीफ देना चाहता हूँ ब्रेक के लिए। थोड़ा टाइम लो, रिलैक्स करो और पानी ले लो, और मुझे 5 मिनट में मिलो। मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ, जी हाँ 5 मिनट के लिए। मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ, जी हाँ बधाई हो ब्रेक के लिए। थोड़ा टाइम दो, रिलैक्स करो, पानी ले लो, और मुझे यहाँ 5 मिनट में मिलो, मिलो। मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ, मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ। All right, is everyone back? Drop in the word back on the chat if you're back from the quick break. Great. I hope everyone had their cup of coffee or tea. Yes, I hope everyone is feeling refreshed. We have about 1 more hour of learning that we will be jumping into, and this part, I mean, I'm very, very happy with the kind of responses that have been coming in on the chat. We already in the last 2 hours spoke a lot about foundations of large language models. We spoke about prompt engineering. You all went ahead and saw that there are more than 480 AI models that exist as of today. And what you have been able to learn in the last 2 hours is already something that a lot of people do not know as of now. And now we are going to get into tools. So Divij, I think we can get started once again. Perfect. I think thanks, Funny, for a complete overview and for the song. I really liked it. And a lot of people might be thinking how it was a customized song. They want to see everyone back in 5 minutes. So that is already there in our presentation today in my session. I'll be teaching you how to generate these kind of songs. And I think the one Funny played was really great to hear. So let's get started. Perfect, right? So now we have learned, I think, all the, if I have on a very high level, if I give a quick summarized version, what Funny already talked about, we now know LLM. We now know how large language model works at the backend, right? That 5-step process. We know why prompting matters, why the context matters in my prompting and role, right? Role definition and all that stuff. That is clear. And when to choose reasoning model and when to not use reasoning models. What is the basic difference in all that stuff, right? So now we are very much into the AI part that, okay, now I understood AI, right? Now I understand the fundamentals of AI, what we have covered, and I know the possibilities as well, right? Possibilities means I can generate text, I can generate images, I can generate videos. By the way, videos, right? I think we went on to the break and meanwhile, Sora was generating a video for us. Let us quickly see if that is done, right? Yeah, so this is done, right? I wanted this as to be my prompt, right? A futuristic sci-fi themed hackathon setup where multiple people are working, right? And I can see a very good setup, right? A lot of AI, but one thing that is missing, right? Background, some kind of music can be touched up in this second. This video, including the AI tools, I'll show you to create songs or background. I can edit, I can use it, but it is perfectly the job.
Recording
Now,
in progress.
Looking on the third or the last phase of our today's session, I mean my session, which is building an AI toolkit, right? Because now we are on the application part of it, right? We have understood the space, we have understood the big picture, what are the capabilities. Now give me the tools, right? Give me the tools that which I actually use so that I can become more productive in my niches, right? ChatGPT is a general tool, right? ChatGPT can solve, give you an article, it can give you code, it can give you this, it can give you that. It's a generic tool. All of these, right? Gemini, your DeepSeek, all these are generic tools. But when it comes to specific niches, we have to build our own AI toolkit based on what kind of work really matters to us, right? What kind of problems you are working on, and that might vary between yours and I. I mean, your problem might be different, mine can be different, but these are some buckets. I'm sorry about that. Right? These are some buckets which are common across, you can say, all of us. Right? Why I'm saying that? Productivity. We all want to increase our productivity. So, what are the best tools? We'll look at that. And these are some tasks which we do on the daily basis, right? Research kind of a thing, slicing and dicing of the data, right? How we can learn faster and all that stuff. So, we have divided it, and the specific niches, like I was talking about video creation, right? Video creation using AI, which should have a proper storyline, scene by scene breakup, that you have a separate sessions for that, right? When you will learning about this. But this will help you making your own toolkit. Plus, one more, I would say the advantage at the last that I'll share with you is, or I would say the resource that I'll be sharing with you is how to find your niche, right? So, I mean, if you ask me that, hey, Divij, can you give me any tool through which I can do a financial kind of a thing, right? Stock market and finance related things. If you are into that profession, right, you will come to me, hey, I'm an interior designer. Can you give me some tools which I can use for my interior designing, right? Still, I don't have worked, right? I am not working in interior designing and all. This is not my profession. But I'll give you one tool, or I would say one link where you can find these tools, right? So that's at the end of our session, so that all of you are staying till the end and you are getting that access to that tool. Perfect, right? So now we are on productivity. That's the first bucket. And a very simple, plain vanilla task is simply replying to emails, right? We use AI a lot of times now to generate the replies, right? So one way is what we usually do, right? We usually go to our inboxes, we get the, we can say, email, we copy paste to ChatGPT, get the email back, and then paste, copy the response and send it across, right? That is one traditional way. But if I want to use something in Gemini, right, I have this quick help me write button where I can type in and click on create, right? So it is helping me to draft an email within my Gmail inbox itself, right? So that's how the positioning of this particular tool is, that it will help me save my time. I don't have to do a lot of back and forth. Second most advantageous thing is here is I can summarize my entire mail thread, right? So example, this is the use case. Let's say you have a customer support team, right? You are getting a lot of emails from your customers. Now, like multiple people are working, right? So there are already 10-20 emails which got exchanged in that thread. I can simply click on summarize this email and I'll get date wise description what was discussed in that, right? So I'll save my much more time not going into the depth of all my these tools, right? I can directly get that, okay, uh, how can I how can I save my time with this kind of a setup where I just get a summarized version of it, correct? So that was a very simple use case. How can I have it summarizing email correctly? And we use Gemini for that. Right. So Gemini, you can definitely go about it and have it sign it up. It is free for I think 1 month. You will get a free subscription to all the tools, and you can do that. Right. Next is how you can make use of AI videos and use it. I think I have opened Gemini. I mean, how can you save your time by utilizing your YouTube videos? I mean, if they are quite long, how can you get a summarized version of it, right? So let me go through my this pro plan, right? So it is free to use, right? The pro plan for at least 1 month. You don't have to pay anything just to explore about these tools. You can definitely go and check it out, right? So I am into this tool, and let's say I'll get some video. Let me get it. right? So sometimes there are quite a long, I think, one day ago, I think I still have to watch. So I personally love, so I always give this example of Nikhil Kamat's podcast, right? He invite a lot of great people onto his podcast, all the CXOs level, and get the real insights. And this came one day ago. I'm promoting his video on this call, but yeah, I am personally right. So if I want to get a summarized version, right? So if I don't have a time, so I can go directly to Gemini and ask, summarize this video. I am yet to watch this. So I'll just paste this and it will give me a top summary of this video in my text format along with the timestamp, right? So I can save my much more time. In this case, right? I think I got it right. So what was discussed in this video is the future of work and education, right? So I think I am personally connected with edtech side of it, so it's something great for me. GPT-5 and its impact, right? What was discussed: AI in entrepreneurship, AI in the future society, the future of hardware and robotics, right? If someone is also interested in robotics, so that's how it is positioning it, and I can directly jump onto this aspect, right? Let me, and I can do a Q&A also, right? Is there some discussion on job market because of AI? Because of AI, right? So I just want to know, so I can ask Q&A also just to get a quick check what was discussed and what was not. Still, it is saving me a lot of time. If I don't have a full time to watch this entire 45 minutes episode, I can get a summary out of it. Yes, Sam Altman and Nikhil Kamath discussed the impact of AI on the job market. They covered several key points. Positive impact for the ambitious. I think that's what we are also saying, right? If you can adapt to that, adaptability and the new scale, entrepreneurship, the value of human connection. Perfect, right? So I get a lot of great insights. What I'm want to have in a really quick manner. Again, saving my time and becoming more productive. Second, third, which we are tool which we are looking at is making AI read or attend meetings on my behalf, right? And the tool name is fireflies.ai. Since we cannot demo it, right? I cannot have this fireflies into this session, but I'll show you how does it works, right? If you don't know already about it, so you can add your this bot, right, or an attender on your behalf in any meeting across the platform, right? You have Google Meeting, you have Teams Meeting, you have any other tool, right? There are plenty of tools. So if you want to get this Zoom meeting, by the way, Zoom also, so you can get this Firefly on your behalf, attend that meeting, take your notes, take the action items, and once you are done, it will send you an email what you need to take, right? This is similar something we have also built, I would say, right? Within the teams, you have this feature now. It will even, we have made one more step because everything is connected. It will create a story items for us, right? This is what we have done at Microsoft. So once you have discussed it, I will click, it will create a task on my behalf in my to do, or what we call it as my board, right? My sprint board. It will create what task I have for my next sprint. So this is one more action item what we have did. But yeah, it is very productive. If you are not able to attend any meeting, it will take a full-fledged notes for you. Right? You don't have to sit with pen and paper right now. Great, right? So the next very important thing is how to make AI read images also, right? Uh, I mean, this sometimes help us really getting those insights when we have images and we struggle at that, okay, how I can extract from image an important information, right? A lot of people don't know about this, right? I talk to people, so they say I always have to put a text. The answer is no. You can use image of, let's say, a dashboard, image of your invoices, and extract a lot of great value from the free GPT-O itself. And I'll show you. If I attach this image, can you give me top 5 insights out of this dashboard? Right? So let's say I don't have a person, a data analyst. I'm a leader. I'm tracking my financial dashboard. I'm tracking my sales dashboard. I'm tracking my inventory dashboard, supply chain dashboard. All of these dashboards, I can just take a quick look, take a snapshot, and send it to an AI tool if it is internal, and I can get my lot of insights, right? How much account receivables, healthy equity ratio, efficient payout day cycle. So what is happening in all these KPIs which are listed here, right? These are my KPIs, which stand for key performance indicators. And I am getting all my summary of my dashboard done. Right? And you can ask questions here also, right? Should I be worried about anything? And I can ask all these questions, a follow-up once, and it can take a quick check onto my dashboard and give me the final summary. Right? And potential use cases, as I told you, you have invoice from which you need to extract the addresses, you need to extract the amount, the date, right? And you want AI to convert it into an Excel file that can be done, right? You can upload an image and extract all these three fields, make it make it AI to convert it to an Excel file or your .csv file. It will be able to do that. Great, right? Now we are on our fourth use case in our productivity bucket, which is how will you use AI for your next interview preparation, right? And this step, right, or this particular demo involves lot of steps within one window. So what I want from you is to focus on what I'm doing in the same chat and see the steps that I'm doing one by one, right? It has a sequential order to follow. So if you're following the sequential order, you will be able to maximize the potential of AI in your job search. That's what I can guarantee you. And it's one use case which I am demoing, which is the job search and interview preparation. But I'll tell you what are the other possible use cases for which you can use the same steps by just changing the prompt, right? So let me demonstrate it live in front of you. How will I just imagine this? How will I apply to my next job right now using AI, right? This is, I'll simulate on myself and you can do it back on yours once you are done with the mastermind. Okay, so let me copy all the prompts. And if you are thinking from where you can get these prompts, I think you can get in touch with the team, right? So team will send you at the end of the mastermind. So you'll get some prompt guides or templates where you can use all of these. Okay, so I'll go to a new chat here and let's say I'm on my free forum model only. So what will be the first step, right? First step is what I want AI to know about me, right? All of things about me, what kind of skills I have, how much years of experience I have, what kind of projects I have worked in, certifications I have, right? So either I can type in or else the best way is I'll attach my resume, right? That's the best way. I'll attach my resume so that it has all the things about me, right? And it is taken care by the AI along with the prompt, right? I will start with the role, right? I told you, you are an expert in data sciences and AI. I would like you to review this CV and generate a summary that highlights the most impressive parts of the resume in bullet points. Right? Why I'm doing this? Because I want AI to have the context about me into this window, right? Into this chart window, right? So now it has all the details about my experience at Microsoft, what projects I have worked on, right? What kind of innovations and published papers I have, all that, right? Academic and research, and published multiple papers, awards and recognition, technical skills, and all that stuff, right? So I've got my entire context into this window. Now, next thing is I need to search a job, right? So I'll directly go to LinkedIn, for example. I'll try to get a job, right? So I'll go to a job and I'll see which all jobs are there for me, right? So let's say I take up this only, right? And now because I want AI to do all the heavy lifting, what are the things needed and all, right? Experience. So I'll let AI to handle everything for me. I'll just copy this entire job description to make my resume according to this job role, right? That is very much needed. I need to have all these insights into my resume. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this. I want to apply to this Razorpay and I'll come back here in the same window, right? In the same window, I'll just use triple quotes, right? Now the significance of triple quotes is I'm just separating where it is starting and where it is ending, right? Because this is what I've copied as my job description, and now I have to give a prompt as well, right? So my prompt will be something like this, right? Let me copy it. Because I want AI to reshape my resume according to this job application, right? So I'm giving as my career advisor, I would like you to reword the CV I have just given to you. Please tailor it to the following job advert to maximize the chances for getting this interview, right? And include the keywords mentioned in the job post. Why we need the keywords? Now ask this question. There is something called ATS, applicant tracking system, which will help these companies, right? All the big tech giants or all the big companies, I would say, to filter out the resume, right? So they give a score. ATS gives a score to your resume, and the higher the score, the better are the chances, right? So most of the time, people get rejection mails. That is because your resume was not having a good ATS score, right? So you have a lot of uh, applications, or I would say websites, where you can check that score. But yeah, that's what I wanted to include, the keywords which are not mentioned in my resume but are the part of my job description, because I want to learn those skills, right? So now it will redesign my entire resume, right? So it will open a canvas, it will do a very good job in rewriting my resume, and I will spend, I would say, some time in reshaping, maybe making it more compact, more aesthetic one, right? Or which software I use for making, but information I will use it from here, right? Like, let's say languages. I don't generally need languages. I mean, I don't put it, right? I mean, I have never put in, because I have a lot of other content and I don't want to make my resume going to 3 pages or more than 2 pages, right? So I have 1.5 page max. So I'll not put this section in my resume. So I'll do a lot of these stuff, I mean, editing and all, but I got all my keywords to be included now into this resume, right? That is what it has done. So now it has the context about me and where I am applying with all the changes. And once I prepare my resume, I can check the score also, right? You can just type ATS score, jobscan.com, right? There are multiple websites, right? There are, I would say, thousands of websites. But I have used JobScan in past. There are all multiple ones, and it is recommended, right, to get a math score of 75% and above. Right, so you can get your score against the job description, right? So once you have tailored your resume, upload the resume, paste the job description, and see what is the percentage match you are getting. Ideally, it should be 75 and above. Okay, right? So now it is done. Let's say I have reshaped my resume. I am perfectly fine with what I have gotten. Now the next part would be to get what I want to prepare, right? I have applied it, right? I have applied to this with my new resume on this company's website. Now I want to prepare, right? Because there are a lot of skills that I don't have as per this job description. So third prompt will be, I would like you to create a table with 3 columns. The first is experience required, desired experiences that are not listed in my CV but are there in my job advert. Second column should be on the improvement, and third column should be the priority list, right? I want to sort it via priority so that I know what kind of aspects I need to learn first, right? So now it will give me a full priority basis, right? So priority is 10, leading a data sciences team and managerial staff leadership, right? So they are hiring someone who has a leadership experience, but still I am working as an IC, which is individual contributor. 8+ years of experience. I don't have 8+. I have 6.5 or 6.5 plus. I don't have an 8 year plus experience, right? So it was also showing me that you don't have, and priority is 9, right? So I'll get all my strategy, right? Experience with Hadoop. I need to prepare for Hadoop. I should have an experience with AWS, right? Since I am at Microsoft, so I have Azure knowledge, Azure Cloud, but I don't have. So I'll get a quick summary whether it's suited for me or not suited for me, what kind of priority I should be having. So without me investing much of my time, I'll just delegate it to AI, right? And now the last part, let's say I learned, right? Let's say I learned Hadoop, I learned Scala also, right? All of these are my big data languages. I learned all this and get to know about what they are hiring for, what they are looking for in this particular job role. I am done with my preparation, right? Next is to have a mock interview also, right? And the last part is, how will I schedule a mock interview within the same window? because it has all the context, where I'm working, what kind of skills I have, where I'm applying to, right? And what all skills I need to focus on. All the things it has. Now I will schedule a mock interview, which will be the last step. And that's how I will prepare if there is an interview lined up. Right, so let me click. Hey, hi, ChatGPT. I'm feeling prepared now for this job interview. Can you ask me relevant questions one by one and give me a feedback? Absolutely. We can go through them step by step. Just let me know which experience you want to tackle first, and I'll give you some feedback on how to approach it. Yeah, you ask me all the technical questions first and evaluate and give me the feedback based on my response. Sure thing. Let's start with a few technical questions that relate to the job requirements. First question, can you describe a machine learning model you've built that had a measurable impact on a business problem? Let me know your answer and I'll give you some feedback on how it aligns. Okay, so I built a recommendation model which is an hybrid recommendation having both collaborative and content based for the Azure team, and which is already live on the Azure. And we are getting a lot of customers using that recommendation system to recommend them what next product or service they can buy. That's a great example and very relevant to the job you're aiming for. The fact that you've built a hybrid recommendation model that's already live and delivering value to Azure customers is a strong indicator of your ability to create production quality solutions with real business impact. Feedback. This aligns very well with the job requirement of developing production quality models and making sure. I think it will go on, give me the entire feedback. I've just stopped in, but you can definitely look at the response as well, right? Feedback, this aligns very well, and it will give you the what is an improved version if I would have said it like that. All of that you can see it in the text also once you are done, and you can do it for free, right? So yeah, that was the interview use case. I hope everyone liked that about it. And as I told you, right, which are the other use cases for this thing is you want to pitch your idea, right, in front of an investor. So you are letting the AI be an expert where they will evaluate your idea, your pitch deck, and grilling you on the questions. What kind of questions you can actually expect in the uh, in front of an investor, right? So I hope this is very much clear what kind. AI, and AI is there to rescue us, right? And one of the app there can be multiple, but which I have used is for .ai, and very simple and plain UI to use with a lot of can say options that already comes once you signed it up, right? You have AI image extender, background replacer, all of that, right? Product photo shoot. So let's say I want to have a product photo shoot. I can either upload something from my library, right? And I can describe it. But let's say I choose from one of these, right? All of these photos which I have. So it will remove the background, it will choose the best lighting, and you can describe your theme based input over here, right? Describe the background. So I think AI will also suggest you that what can we work well based on the image, right? So this is the bag, right? So I want this bag to be placed on wooden shelf, right? Wooden shelf and aesthetics, right? So you can see and aesthetics of the room. Right, I want to prove, and I think it is showing me all the options also. Urban elaboration, something on that also I was looking at. Right, minimalistic studio, artisan workshop. This is what I was actually looking for when I gave a prompt. Right, so it already suggesting me few of the suggestion. You can idle select and travel ready. Right, it is inside some car. So if I can choose this artistic ready also, I can click on generate. Now it will take your product image, remove all the background, and try multiple options. Give you the 4 different kind of an images which is well suited for this use case, right? So you can click a photo of your product also and upload it, and it will suggest you themes, or you can describe it in the prompt, right? So that's a very good tool if you have this kind of ask or task kind of a done, right? Okay, this is the tools artisan type of things. Okay, right? I can go to this and use the travel ready also, how it is coming, right? So you can try different themes, or you can give it your prompt so that it is appealing to that, right? So you can tell what kind of a background you want for this image, and you can download it to use it on your social media, right? Let's wait for it. And for your personal photos, you can remove the backgrounds, you can extend all of that AI. You can convert your any image into your passport images. All of that is being live on this tool. So I have used for passport generator I needed to have, right? So this is one image, right? You can add, if you have a logo right now, this image doesn't have a logo because it's coming from this, their example. So they are not using any example here, right? So all of the creation, I can see all my below 4 and the above 4 as my bag is being placed, right? So now you can, once you can edit it also, by the way, right? So if I click on generate this, let's say I'm liking this, apply to artboard 1/8 outputs. Now you have all the settings coming here, how you want to transform, you want to add a brand logo, you want to add some text, right? The text branding, all of that, like what you get on the any editing app, right? Canva and all, you can get it here and you can use it on the image, right? So anything you want, you can design the entire thing by replacing it, right? So main things are these AI tools, what they have, so you can generate, right? Text to images already a lot of tools are giving, so you can have all this here as well. Object remover, right? This is also very important. If I want to remove some object from my image, right? A lot of people are coming in. So all these are AI tools which are already live, which are plenty of them to convert, right? This one is coming soon, so you can use this also. Perfect, right? So we have an image. Now we are going on to our second bucket, which is our research cross AI. How we can use AI to do a extensive research. And for that, I'll show you one good, again, new tool, which is in news, by the way, right? Perplexity. And when it comes to doing a research kind of an activity, it is really good at getting you the relevant answers through trusted sources. Come, right? Perplexity. And Perplexity also is kind of a search engine, right? They are positioned that they have the best kind of resources when it comes to any of the tasks. And again, you can, automatically it will select the best model for us, right? I don't have to see which model to choose when. So GPT-5, Gemini, Claude, Grok, O3. So it has all good models, I would say top models, and it will select based on your query which one to choose, right? If you're specifically not changing it. Perfect. Now, this is my input, right? So see the kind of questions that we want this Perplexity to answer, right? This task is completely research oriented. Imagine if I don't have an AI and I want some person to do this research, it will take 4 to 5 weeks easily to get me all these answers, right? I want to start something in coffee business in India, right? Coffee space. But before that, I want to do the whole market research, right? I want to gauge the understanding of this industry. So I have all these questions listed it out, right? What I want an actual AI to do it on my behalf, right? What is an overall size and the growth rate of the coffee market? And I want it real time, right? I cannot afford to have this information coming from last 2 years or 3 years. I want to know what is the market size and what is the CAGR at which it is growing, who are the major players in this industry and what are their market share, is there a potential for a new business in the coffee market? So you see the granularity of questions. What are the various channels through which coffee is being sold in India, all the platforms? What type of coffee products are popular? How do cultural and regional differences within India influence, right? This is really important. Why? Because in this space, there is a huge difference when it comes to coffee consumption. right? On the southern side, people consume more filter coffee, and generally a trend is high, right? On the north side, it is more of a specialty coffees. Filter coffee is not that famous, right? So there is a whole traditional shift within our India itself, right? So I want to accommodate that, all of that. What are the recent consumer demographic and so on? So I'll just send. It will go and read all the desired information through on various sources and get me the entire output done, right? So it is giving me a charts as well and all that stuff. But it can make it out, oops, right? But I'll get all my answers. So it is an $2.8 billion industry growing at the CAGR of 4 to 9.9% and all that stuff, right? And I can see from where it is coming in. So I can see my resources from where this actually came in, this particular news, right? So I can see by default all the sources also, from what authentic sources it is referring to and all that stuff, right? And it has some PDFs or my paper also, right? India Coffee Market Report. So you can see it is going into that much depth research, the government websites, right? This is what I like about Perplexity when it comes to a research part, right? So it is going inside the government PDF, which is an official published report from Coffee Board of India, right? So you can trust that authenticity of this news or the responses, right? So I get all my answers of who are the major players, international, strategic, entry and potential barrier, what are the various channels, coffee products, right? I know about coffee industry, so I know there is something called Robusta, there is Arabica beans. I personally love it because I drink a lot of coffee, by the way, right? So it is instant coffee, chicory, specialty coffee, right? There are good brands in Arabica and all that stuff. And you have a demographic, I think regional one also, yes, right? Historical coffee, heart Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, filter coffee dominates the home. And now I can ask a follow-up question as well. What is the percentage of people who are drinking and all that Q&A? I can do it, but initial research it can gives us, right? Other tools are Gemini Deep Research, which is also absolutely stunning when it comes to research. And we have a ChatGPT Deep Research, which is on a lower side, I would say, right? If you ask me which one I will choose, I'll choose the Deep Research from Gemini or I'll choose it from the Perplexity. Both are really good. Great, right? So now the next is how we can conduct an SEO audit, right? This is also very much needed. How I can get a research for my website, what kind of a blog I can have, which should have a keyword research to accommodate my search engine optimization, right? Why it is important? Because search engine optimization involves to have a real-time keywords information, right? So if I have the keywords information, like what people are searching on the internet, what is the volume of that search, all of that details, if I can get, I'll be in a very good position to write my blog post, right? And right now, if you have used ChatGPT, right, all of that, it cannot give me, right? I think it cannot give me. But once, let's say, they introduce this feature, any AI tool comes with the real-time keyword research, these tools again will go vanish, right? Because they are right now ChatGPT doesn't give me, right? If I ask what are some keywords,
प्लास्टिक उठी नहीं जाए
top keywords on Google, right? What are some top? It will just hallucinate because it is not connected to any of these tools. What are some top keywords which people are searching in AI space? Right? It will give me a very generic response, but it will not be coming from any of the tool, right? So it is just searching the web, searching the websites, but not the tools, right? So it is best of AI writing, best of AI maths, which is very generic, right? Something coming from Google Trends, which is just good resource. But if I want some tools like SEMrush, I need some tools like Market Muse to be coming in. So then we have a dedicated AI tool, which is the Write Sonic in our case, and it can help us writing the articles, which has the AI component towards it, right? I'll quickly show you, and then I'll show you the output also. So let's say I want to type on any of the topic, right? So it is giving me few options, but let's say how AI will change the workforce. right? I want to, right? I'm writing an article on this. My company is into training and all, right? That stuff. So I want to have a quick blog post on this, right? Now you can imagine this is a real world application of prompting only, right? So it is giving me what kind of uh, article I want to write. So instead of getting a text, I am getting a UI UX inside that. But it's a whole prompt based application. I mean, if you give me, I would say 3 to 4 hours, it's just a vibe coding project. You can easily create it. You just need to integrate something which should come from this keyword research, which is my fourth step, which should come from some external tools. Right now, they have researched that these are my top articles, and while they are ranking on top on Google, now it will go and do this research, right? What are the organic keywords along with the volume of searches that they are getting in? This one, right? So I can see the volume, the difficulty level, the intent, right? The intent is something informational, navigational, commercial, right? If I just search best laptop to buy under 50,000, that's an intent of buying, right? Commercial intent. So all that knowledge, if you are a marketer, I think all the marketing folks inside this call can relate with me. But if you're not a marketer, I'm not a marketer by heart, but I have done for my startup. So I think that's what Funny was also trying to make a point, right? Journalists have to do everything. So I have done marketing. I have learned a lot of new things in the marketing space, and like what is SEO and all that stuff. This keyword research is not coming into my AI tool. So that's where we have a dedicated some tool only focusing on the SEO part of it, right? So I can select, I can proceed, right? Based on the difficulty level. I think this is what volume is high and the difficulty level is low. So to have in my blog, right, onto my website. So now it is reading a lot of great articles, giving me the titles, right? Then it will give me a secondary keywords, all that stuff it will do. And finally, I'll get a lot of other keywords that I want to include, and I can make my entire blog post, right? It will take 5 to 10 minutes to generate it, right? I can select multiple keywords from here and click on continue, but I'll quickly show you so that we are not waiting for 10 minutes how it writes, right? So I'll show you one of the previous article. We have lot many which we have generated. I think the one is best one on the energy drinks, which I personally loved it. Right, this one, right? So you will see once it is done, once it takes all the check marks, right? We were on the secondary keywords. Once it is done, you will see everything sorted coming from the internet. It has all the images, it has all the web links, right? That's what we needed in an article. All my backlinks should be there. So it's already there. My backlinks are there. Now it is just drafting a full-fledged. All the headings are also there, right? Headers are also important. So I can just have my this article written. Let's say you are launching a new product in the energy space, right? Sugar versus sweeteners, vitamins and supplements that your energy drink will be having, and I get my full-fledged article which I can download it. Right. So the tool is Write Sonic, which is a freemium tool, not exactly free. It comes with some free plan and some paid. Great, right? So now I have a data crunching, the next bucket which we are looking, data crunching and the AI part, right? How we can use AI for data analysis. And the tool which we are looking at is the Numerous AI, because it is something which is I can use within the Excel or the Google Sheets, right? Both I can use. Simply, I can do a data analysis on ChatGPT also, right? I can upload my files and can do it, but the restriction is I sometimes the data is confidential. I cannot upload my data on ChatGPT, right? So there is a tool called Numerous AI which maintain the privacy. They cannot read your data, and something you can use onto the sheet itself, right? So let me pull up any data set I have already and show you step by step how to do that. Right, so let me switch to the account. Perfect, right? So how to get this enabled into your application? I can go to the extension tab, click on add-ons, and simply select the get add-ons, search for Numerous AI, and see if it is enabled. I mean, once you are enabled, you are good to go with, right? So it is already installed for me. You click on install, it will open a sign-in page. You can sign it up. Again, it's a freemium tool. It's not completely free. You'll get some free credits. Evaluate the tool. onto the free credits. If you feel that this is something you will be using on the day-to-day basis, you can go and buy the subscription, or else you can completely ignore it, right? If this is not required for your. So I can simply click on show the site slide bar, right? It will be here now as a chat GPT onto this screen, right? So it sometimes shows me error, but I'll try to fix it. Once I'll run it, it will work for me. So this is my data set, right? This is the Epigamia data set, which is an Amazon review, actual product review, Amazon, from the Amazon for the product Epigamia, which is a yogurt brand. And I have all these columns, right? Review, rating score, review description, right? Category URL. So, right, this is the formula which we have generated. So this is the UI, right? What you can do is you can simply type in that what do you want? You just describe as a English. I want to extract domain names from column L, right? So it will go write a formula for you, read the formula in L, right? What kind of a links you have, and finally it will generate something like this, right? If you can see, it is generated by an AI equals to reg extract from the L1 HTTP and what are the possible domain names, right? So it has already extracted Amazon in our case, but let's say I want to have I have multiple you can say multiple websites where I'm selling my product and I want this information out. It can extract, right? You can extract addresses, you can extract names, anything from your column if you want to. So this is simply type in generate formula and it will generate for you, so you don't have to remember all the formulas. You can have an explanation, plus you have these data options for sentiment classification and classification. And I have already done this for my sentiment column, and which is very easy to use now, right? If I click on this, you'll see again the UI of it, right? It is asking me, this is my original columns, by the way, right? This is the original columns which customer has given the review. So what is my column name? I'll copy this, analyze the sentiment of the review description in my column N, right? This is N, and what I want to classify, I want to classify it into positive. I can make any categories, negative, and I'll make N small only, so it will be consistent. And I want something neutral also. Oops. NEUTRAL, right? And I want to place my results in my this column, which is O2. Once you click on this, right, it will generate a formula for you, which is equals to NAI, which is numerous AI, right? Short form of numerous AI. And a plain vanilla instruction. Classify the sentiment of the review description present in N2 as one of the following: positive, negative, neutral, right? So at the back end, it is hitting the APIs of ChatGPT only. And now you know how you use Excel, right? I can just simply drag and drop and it will predict for my new rows as well, right? So it will go back and it will give you a prediction right now, right? So I got all my prediction live right now, and I can do it for all my columns. I just need to drag and drop. It will apply the formula for my new rows and get me this prediction, negative, positive, based on this sentiment classification. Right, so I can generate formulas, sentiment classification, or normal classification as well, right? I think I'll quickly show you. All these are my columns, original columns. My review title, review URL, all these are my original columns, which I have extracted from the Amazon via web scraping. And these are all my derived columns, which means I have created it, right? So this I already showed you sentiment. What else I can do? Just think it of. What else I can do with this data, right? If I am a working professional at data analyst at Epigamia, I would be interested in knowing what kind of issues my customer are facing, right? So I can just classify again my reviews into whether it's no issue, right? A person is happy with my product, that I love the yogurt, I love the taste, or it's a product issue, quality issue, or it's a delivery issue, right? So I just want a 3-class classification so that I can send these cases to my department that who are working in the quality side should review this. Ones who are working on the delivery side should look at the delivery, and I can get how many reviews are falling in each bucket, right? I can extract top 5 keywords. I can do whatever I can imagine with the text part of it. what all insights and analysis I can do within the Excel without me uploading this data onto the ChatGPT, right? So one way is I can upload to ChatGPT and ask questions. That is also a valid way, right? I can go and upload simply an Excel file and ask questions and I'll get the answers, right? So this is also you can do. Simple way. But if you want something to be excellent, more secured, not seeing your data, you can use if the data is confidential. Great, right? So Numerous AI is done. Now, one more thing is we actually converted, we saw one use case where we inputted image and it has given us the description of that image. But can we make to read the data something, right? Or we can make the dashboard itself from the image that Claude can do in a best way, right? So another tool. So if you carefully look at, we are using ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Perplexity, Grok, right? Claude. I have given you all the many tools which you can use on your day-to-day basis and which are freely available, right? They are freely with a lot of great usage. You can use Grok is free, right? Claude comes with few iterations free. ChatGPT is free for some time, for some conversation every day. All of that you can use. Right, so I can simply come paste the same image here, right? This is my image. Can you convert this into real time dashboard, right? I think I am being using Sonnet much better. I've seen response of Sonnet for this task actually occurred. So I just select the Sonnet, but you can keep it default. So now it will take this as an inspiration and design a full-fledged dashboard for us end to end, right? It will take few minutes for doing that, but it is writing a code, but I can see the actual output once it is being rendered. And my job would be definitely once I get the code to take this and deploy it so that I can have a dashboard in my company running it, right? So if I connect the real data, which is either in my Excel file or which is in my databases, I get the whole code done. I just need to integrate and my dashboard is ready, right? So that's fast how you can make a dashboard. You don't have to spend your time in creation of the dashboard. You have to just spend on integrating with your real-time data. That's it, right? Aesthetics, how to create, which chart to choose. If you already have some inspiration, you can directly give as an input and it will create a dashboard for you, right? You go to Google search, just search for best looking dashboards. You can get any inspiration and come download that image and upload it and it will create a similar looking dashboard, right? I think it is already live, so I don't have to go to another tool. Let's complete this, right? So all my KPIs, aging analysis, and all my top KPIs which were shown, it's already there. All my charts, right? Now I can hover over to see it. Net working capital, I can see the trend, how it is happening, profit and loss, quick ratios, collection and summary, right? So this is how it will be being rendered and visible, and this is my code, and this is my actual rendered once it is live, right? So I can see it, and it's a phenomenal dashboard which is very much similar to this kind of an application, and I can place it, right? I can, once I have a full screen, I can place it in certain in my themes. Perfect, right? So now this is also done. I think now some fun element I think I talked about, right? The song which Funny played during a break, right? How to generate our own songs for the music or for the videos that we are creating. And we are using the free tool again, Suno.ai, right? I think 20 songs you can create for free in a day. So I think that's what it's all about. And you have to just describe what you want. Let's say I'll describe a hackathon setup, or let's say what we are learning right now, right? So we have spent 3 hours in upskilling, right? And learning Gen AI. Now we are motivated to deep dive in AI, right? I'm just taking a hypothetical scenario, deep dive in AI, and I can say create inspirational song with EDM theme, right? I'm just taking EDM music or theme, right? There are a lot of themes if you can see on the below side, right? You can have an pop song, dubstep beats. Let me take a dubstep beat, right? This time, I think EDM I already have a lot of, so I will show you. Dubstep beat is something for, let's say, hackathon, and we need some pump music, right? Some high energy music, not of fire types, right? Slow bass, you have electronic, drift phonic, all the categories of different type of music you want for your ads and all, right? 1960s means there will be a very slow kind of a music. So let me click on create button and see what kind of a beats it can generate for us. And there will be a customized song for you, which is totally AI generated, which you can use on your videos. You can download it and upload it on any platform like YouTube, right? And I'll tell you what are the business opportunities once we hear it, few of them. Then I'll come to the actual use cases. Let's hear one. I hope you will. Getting the lyrics as well. The ice gone, touch the sky. Ideas sparking a flying high. Wires humming, futures near. Whispers of cold are all I hear. Just dancing electric streams. Waking through our data dreams. Deep down, let's go all in. This is the start where we begin. This is the start. This is the start where we begin. Right, it can generate your Hindi song as well. It's a rap song back there, right? I'll show you one. The rap that we created. दिमाग की बिजली चमके हर बार सपनों को हम देंगे आकार कोड की लहर चमत्कार का खेल हर लाइन में छुपा है एक मेल हमसे हो पाएगा हर मुश्किल हटाएगा आसमां को छूएंगे जो सोचा पाएगा right on this AI song that you can, every one of you can do it. So yeah, I mean, just wanted to share you the business opportunity sides of things, how a lot of people are using, right, all these skills. So you have a lot of video generation tools, right? I showed you one quick response that we have generated via Sora, right? So now you can imagine an AI song coming at the back end of this music, right? So I can have a entire music generated from Suno AI, video from this, a quick 10 seconds or 15-20 seconds with the song and going live onto the YouTube, right? It has been uploaded to YouTube. I'm sharing this as my intro teaser for my video, right? So a lot of people are actually building this. People are creating their customized songs, their theme-based brand songs, making stitching into their videos and uploading it to get the some of their clients as well, right? So that's a business opportunity, and my brother is into this industry of pre-production and post-production, so he's also now upskilling and using all these tools for generating these kind of videos and songs, right? So I mean, creativity is something which we need to now unleash, right, using these AI tools. And I think we have given all three, right? I started my session with text, I started my session with audio, right? And the three things: text, audio, and image. We have done all three applications, and now you can see how AI is shaping all three, right? Suno.ai is falling under music or audio side of things. Text, we have used a lot of applications, and the image we have generated via Grok and via ChatGPT itself, right? So that's all what we have learned today, right? We started off. generated or people are working on, how the 5-step process works, the magic prompt formula, where the prompting fits in the whole picture. Then you have where to choose reasoning models versus non-reasoning models, how you can use it to a better context. And then finally, we saw fun use case of image and video generation using that and the entire AI toolkit, right? Where we explored Perplexity, where we explored Gemini for YouTube summarization and Gmail context, right? Gmail email generation. You have used Photos app and all that great stuff, right? Different types of models. And finally, we are at the end of our first session. So I hope everyone is feeling accomplished. So kudos to all of you. I'll hand over to Funny to take the session forward.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Divij. I absolutely love the responses that came in on the chat and through the reactions as well. Folks, I want to ask you all one thing. Did you know that generative AI got to this extent when you got started today in the morning? We only spent like 3 hours today, but if your minds are deep into many of the things that you saw as well. This session was supposed to form the foundations for all of you. But Divij, I'm sure people will have this question around, hey, there are so many AI tools. How can I keep myself updated? Or, beyond of these 10 different AI tools that we showed them, if I want a specific AI tool, how could I get to know about that?
Right. Perfect.
Okay,
I think my screen is visible, right? Yes, I think I told I'll share you some secret sauce at the end. So there is an AI for that. Exactly, this is the website name, right? There is an AI for that, and you already have these great 40,000 AI tools live, right? And for these many tasks, now let's say you have any problem, you can directly search for it, right? Like I was needing a tool for thumbnail generator, so I got Thumbly, and I got it done, right? This is one way. Another is you go to this task section and find according to your tasks, right? And that will vary across amongst us. We all work on a different aspects, different professions. But yeah, now I can deep dive inside it and find, like, say, interior designing, right? I gave you this example. So if you are into interior designing, or I have an ask or need for interior designing, I can see what all tools are already there in the market, and I can see how they have built their product into this space, right? So it is, I would not say it's only a discoverable tool. It sometimes help you in getting to know what people have missed or where is an opportunity, right? I have used for this purpose, right? So me and my a few folks, right? We went on to see different categories. We saw some was thinking, where is the opportunity now? It is being untouched, right? Is there any category which is untouched, or let's say within the category, is the tool solving all the purpose, or there is a gap? So all analysis you can do, you can find the right tool for yourself, right? Just that, don't go behind this mindset that I have to learn hundreds of tools, or I have to just mention this in my portfolio. I know 100 plus tools. I know 200. Just think it of what problems you are solving, right? Accordingly, just decide which tool is best for you, right? There is no race of learning these many tools. Think it of, break down your entire routine or entire work into the buckets that, okay, I want to do this, both professional and personal, right? And I want to learn 1 or 2 tools in this space. And once you master it, you will automatically see how much time you are saving
पूरा
into
मैंने
your
म्यूजिक को जनरेट कर
learning
दिया
day, right? So this is
एआई म्यूजिक को जनरेट कर दिया
the people who have been prompts and the tools list will be shared. We will be sharing that by the end of tomorrow when we get to completion, right? But I think with that, we are at the end of session 1. I've shared Divij's LinkedIn profile and also his YouTube channel on the chat. You should absolutely go ahead and connect with him so that you can ask any specific questions that you might have. And I've also put out a poll, and it will be great if all of you can give us feedback only on this particular session that we have had so far. But Divij, before we kind of go ahead and break for lunch, as everybody's getting started with their journeys in AI, if there is one advice that you would like to give everybody, what would that advice be?
এই দিয়ে সব হয়ে যায়
Okay, so I always tell people that in your curious mindset,
খালি
right? The
sales করতে
growth
পারবে না
mindset, don't be into your anxious
খালি
mindset
দেখতে
because there
পারবে
is
না
a lot of, I mean, I know at
সব
the
করতে
pace
মিউজিক
at which AI is growing, I myself get a lot of time
হ্যাঁ সব
anxious.
AI করছে
If you ask me, right? I am learning AI,
মিউজিক
I
বানিয়ে
mean,
দিচ্ছে
doing
কিছু
this AI stuff from last 6 years, but this is growing in such a rapid pace that every one of us can feel that we are leaving behind. But the only thing I want or I do for myself is, okay, there is something new, I go and read about it, I learn about it, I have that growth and learning mindset, so you can
অনেক
also learn,
পড়াশোনা
right? It's
করতে
just
হবে
in
ডেলি
technology
রেগুলার থাকতে
which
হবে লোককে
all of us have to, I would say strongly have to learn about it, right? Because the future is AI, that I think you have already got a gist of it. And if someone is still in the denial or ignorant phase, I mean, in next 2-3 years, you will see the entire shift that AI will be taking or becoming the
কত
part
চাকরি
of
চলে
our
গেছে না এই
how
জন্য
we
আইটিদের
work, right? So I think you should have a growth mindset and you will be able to learn. And I mean, I'll be keep on sharing
আইটি ওয়ালাদের
few posts on
সব তো
LinkedIn, on
এআই
YouTube,
করে
so
দিচ্ছে
you can stay connected. And that's the learning
শিখতে
journey
হবে যেন
where it
এগুলো
begins.
So it
শিখলে
all
পরে
boils down to
এগুলো
how
ইউজ করে কাজ
curious
করা
someone is. Wonderful, wonderful.
আর ব্যবসা দেখো না
I
1200
hope
ভিউ
you have
চলে
written
এসছে
that down in your notebook. Curiosity is what will take you forward. And what we will try to do over today and tomorrow, which we have already gotten started with, is to spark that curiosity within you. But thank you so much, Divij, for spending your Saturday morning with our community and helping everyone get started with AI. I will take it forward from here.
Amazing. I wish every one of you all the best for your another sessions, and have a blasting weekend, AI enthusiastic ones.
Perfect. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. All right, folks. So with that, we come to the end of session 1. We are going to be
আমি
taking
ফ্রিতে
a
পেয়েছি
lunch
আমি
break right
অ্যাডটা
now.
করি
But
না
before we go
পেমেন্ট
into
করি
the
না
lunch break, I
ওইটা
wanted to
ফ্রিতে
show you
5000
all a
দাম একটু
glimpse of
ফ্রিতে দিই
what will be happening after the lunch break,
অনেক
right? So
ফায়দা আছে
we will be going for a lunch break till
আরে
2
নিজের
p.m.
কাজে আমি
IST.
খাবে তখন
It's about 1:10 p.m.
প্রেজেন্টেশন বানানো
IST
থাকে
right now.
আমাদের
So
কাজে
all of us have about 50 minutes of lunch break that we would be taking. And the next session is going
ও
to be
বলছে
on
নাকি
AI
খালি ইয়ে
storytelling
করেছে
and video creation. And this
ইউটিউবে
video
মিউজিক
creation
বানাতে
is
গেলে তো
not
অনেক
just
ভিউ
going
হয়ে
to
যাবে
be text to video, but you
নতুন
will
নতুন
actually
মিউজিক
learn
বানাতে পারা যাচ্ছে
about diffusion models, right? Because until now, in today's session, everything that we
ফালতু কত
saw
ভিডিও বানানোই দেখো
was
মিউজিক বানিয়ে গেল
around text models. We saw, how ChatGPT works. We saw what reasoning models are. We got a glimpse of ChatGPT being able
পুরো
to generate
দুনিয়াকে একদম
images,
ফাস্ট করে
but
দিয়েছে
we only generated flyers, right? What if you were to go ahead and create a marketing ad? What
আজকে
if you were
এরপরে
to
না
go ahead
ঘন্টায়
and
ঘন্টায়
create
পেমেন্ট হবে
a movie
ইউএসএ না
teaser? How can you do that with AI? You can very well do that with
যার
something
নলেজ
called as
হবে সেই
diffusion
থাকতে
models,
পারবে
and that is what we will be cracking in the next session. And in fact, the person who is coming in to teach you diffusion models is Shantanu, who has been a director, a producer, he has been a cinematographer all
দেখো স্টোরি
throughout
টেলিং ভিডিও কি করে
until
বানাবে
diffusion models came into the picture, right? So I'm sure all of you would have seen, a lot of movies on Netflix and Amazon Prime. A lot of Bollywood movies, they have been produced by Shantanu and his team. Movies like Uri, I'm sure a lot of people here would have seen that. All these movies have been produced by Shantanu and his team. But today, they have pivoted and they have started a separate vertical where they are focusing on creating movies all with AI. And that is what you will all be seeing. And I would like to show you a quick teaser of something that I had, built out some time back. Would you all want to see a quick video to get a glimpse of what is possible? Drop in yes on the chat if you want to get a quick glimpse of what kind of stuff you can. Wonderful. Let me play this very, very short video for all of you. was just a small teaser of a spec ad that I personally was working on. And it's about Jaguar, as all of you could see. But the only difference is that I did not have a camera in my hand. Neither did I have a Jaguar car to run behind to get those shots. All of those images and images transition to videos, all of that was completely AI generated. Only the song that was used as the background song here was not AI generated, but everything else was AI generated, right? Drop in MB on the chat if that is mind blowing for you to get a sense that this is what we can really do with our laptops today. And this is what we will be showing you after the lunch break. So we will all get back by 2 p.m. IST. Now, before we go for the lunch break, a lot of you had asked me about the LinkedIn posting activity that we had done during the short break that Divij gave us, right? And a lot of you told me during the break or right after the break that you had gone for a cup of water, and then I showed the LinkedIn activity to people, and a lot of people missed out. So let me go ahead and share this link once again on the chat. If you are active on LinkedIn, you could go ahead and announce on LinkedIn that, hey, I am spending 16 hours this weekend learning generative AI, and that is going to open up a lot of connections, lot of thoughts for you, with people reaching out to you, asking you what you are learning, what you have learned, and this will spark AI conversations for you, right? A lot of people have done this in the past. I will show you, some of those posts and how well they have done as well. But all that you need to do is click on the link of this tool. Right, we have made it very simple for you to go ahead and do this and activate your LinkedIn profiles. So this is a tool that has been built by AI, which has an AI model running in the backend, and it is one of the OpenAI models that powers this entire tool. And tomorrow in the advanced session, we will actually go ahead and learn how we can build tools like these ourselves. But you go ahead, click on upload your photo, pull out a picture of yourself from your desktop. Give me a second while I try to do that. All right, I have my picture right here. I upload my picture. I can go ahead and upload, enter my name, my job role, which is I'm an AI strategist at Outskill, and the community excites me the most. And click on generate LinkedIn and image, and it is going to go ahead and generate the entire LinkedIn post for you. This is what I was talking about during the mini break that Divij had given us. So if you missed out on this activity, you can go ahead and do it right now by accessing the link that I've shared on the chat box. So the LinkedIn post is generated along with a very, very nice image, because image posts get a lot of reach on LinkedIn. So you copy this text, you download the image, you go to your LinkedIn profile, and you can go ahead and make a post from here, right? Now, let me actually show you what really happens when people make posts like this, right? So if I have to show you a post that I had made previously, you will be able to see that this post has gotten over 26,000 impressions when I had made it, with almost 700 likes, and a lot of people reaching out to me, asking me what I learned and what this event is all about, right? There are many people who go ahead and do this. There's a different creative that this person has gone ahead and used. Let me show you, a few more. Look at this. You can very well go ahead and connect with these people, right? And when you see these posts, do give them a like and wish them all the best so that they can go ahead and complete it as well. So go ahead and do that during your lunch break. This is going to help you activate your LinkedIn profiles if they're not already activated. And there's one other exciting thing that I want to announce before everyone breaks for lunch, right? I see that some of the people have already dropped off for lunch, but I have one other thing that I quickly wanted to talk about, which is something exciting that we are doing, right? You see, a lot of people have been referring a lot of their friends, a lot of their colleagues into this AI mastermind. And until now, it was purely organic word of mouth, right? People were having a great experience. They were learning a lot. So they were going ahead and sharing the word with their friends, with their family members, with their colleagues and everybody else. And we said, okay, that is great that people are doing it, because it really helps us in reaching the larger vision that we have, which is to get to 100 million plus people all across the globe. And to be able to do that ourselves, it's very difficult because there's a lot of marketing cost involved. There's a lot of operations involved and everything around it. So every time you put out a word about what we are doing at Outskill with the AI Mastermind, it is going to be truly helpful for the larger ecosystem of the globe, right? Everybody has to learn AI, and we are trying to do a thing or two for that. Now, while everybody was any which ways going ahead and referring their friends, family members, colleagues, and everyone around it, we decided that from this batch onwards, we would launch something through which, for people who are going ahead and putting this word out, we can also go ahead and give a reward, right? So what is it that we did? Instead of getting people to refer absolutely for free, we said we will actually give people an award for going ahead and talking about the AI Mastermind, right? And what did we do? We went ahead and launched a generative AI Mastermind challenge, right? I'm just opening that at this point of time. I will share this link very, very soon on the chat box. But once you go into this link, you will be taken into this challenge, which is the Gen AI challenge, where you can go ahead and sign up, enter your name here, enter your email address over here. And once you enter these details, you can go ahead and join the challenge. Now, what is the challenge? It is very simple, and it's not mandatory for you to participate in this challenge at all. This is only for those people who want to go ahead and spread that awareness about why it is important to learn AI and how people can learn AI. And if you are doing that, we will go ahead and reward you for every point that you can get, right? So what basically happens is, on this referral dashboard, when you copy this particular link, which is going to be unique for you, you can go ahead and copy this and you can share it with your friends, your family members, your colleagues. And for every referral that you bring in, or for every person that gets to know about this mastermind through you, you get 100 points. And you see that there is a leaderboard as well. This leaderboard gets updated real time. And the person who is on top of this leaderboard in the next 11 days will be getting a prize from us, and everybody else who goes ahead and participates in this particular challenge, they will be getting consolation prizes as well, which are all learning resources that you can get access to. And the way this works is, everybody who goes ahead and signs up into this challenge and refers at least one person, their profiles get activated, we have their details, and we will be sending out an AI learning package absolutely for free, because you're going ahead and spreading the word and helping us reach our larger vision, right? So you can go ahead and absolutely participate in this. On that note, let me go ahead and share the link of this challenge. You can absolutely go ahead and participate in it right now. It's invites.outskill.com. And when you scroll down, you will also find options to go ahead and put out on LinkedIn, or an option for you to go ahead and share it on WhatsApp. You can either share it on your college WhatsApp groups or your official WhatsApp groups that you have with your colleagues. If you have a WhatsApp group with your gated community members or your housing society, you can go ahead and share it there as well. All that this will do, power conversations for you, and it will help us get to our larger vision in a much shorter period of time, right? So you can simply copy these.
Recording in
lunch
progress.
break till 2 p.m. IST, right? This is your time. We are going to be on the call itself. We are not dropping off. So in case you need to plug in your devices, You can go ahead and charge them during this time. Put your mobile phone on charge or put your laptop on charge. Do not drop off the call. Even if you have to drop off 5 minutes right now, and all of us will be back as the timer hits 0. Is that clear? Give me a thumbs up as a reaction if you are clear about. Let me turn the reactions on. Give me a second. Yeah, the reactions are on. Can you all give me a thumbs up if you're clear? Oh, I like the sparkles that are coming in on my screen. Wonderful, wonderful. And people who have been asking why the chat box